Excuse me, could you point me in the direction of ScreamCity? Never mind, I think I found it.
Hello, horror freaks. Welcome back to season 4 of ScreamCity. I'm your host, Jess.
And I'm Monica. And in today's episode, we will be discussing the 2008 film, The Ruins.
So, what do you guys think? Ancient Mayan temple off the beaten path?
I want to go.
I'm in.
I ain't going nowhere that a white man tells me to go.
Okay.
That's a lie.
Absolutely. Okay.
But yeah.
We were so close. We were so close to get you out of that. Oh, I love that. Well.
Cute. I don't know. I feel like we always just talk about the audio.
Yeah, it's so cute. I love
afterwards. It. But that's a jump scare on its own. But speaking of
a white man telling you what to do, yes.
I mean,
well, man in general.
Yeah, that's true. But getting that jump scare out of the way, let's bring our jump scares out.
Oh,
any
I don't
this week?
Fight those demons this week. I don't think so.
We love it for you.
Yeah, I don't think I've had any major jump scares. It's really just been Ariana Grande's new album on repeat.
She has a new album?
For me, absolutely she does, and it's so good. So good.
Wow. I didn't even know she had a new album out.
Sure does. It came out March 8th.
Oh.
So it's been out for a good 2 weeks.
I had zero idea.
So good.
Zero.
It's great.
Ariana Grande could have come up to me and been like, what do you think of my new album? I'm like,
what are you talking about? What are you in your ponytail talking about, girl?
Your blonde ponytail.
No jump scares.
Good.
Yeah,
that's for you.
I
have two.
Okay, love that.
I have two.
Go ahead.
The first one, my tummy hurts.
My tummy hurts.
My tummy hurts. God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers.
Okay, like stomach pain.
IBS.
Obvious.
Tummy ache. Second one, I went to the dentist today, and that wasn't the jump scare. Actually, fun fact, I really like the dentist.
Oh, I hate the dentist.
Get like some ASMR.
I have like trauma from like dentistry and like orthodontics, and no thank you.
Actually, now that you say trauma, can I just? This isn't trauma. I mean, it's kind of traumatizing, but like it wasn't like nothing that whatever. I have a really funny story about a dentist. About me going to a dentist. I was probably 8 or 9, and I went to the dentist with my 2 other siblings, right? They're older. And we were literally put in like, you know how some dentists are like, well, first of all, they're open door. Like most of them don't even have doors. It's just open, right? So it was my brother, me, and my sister and like in our own little separate walls, right? And I'm over here, the dentists are talking to me or the assistants are talking to me while they're like opening my mouth and everything. And I, being an adorable little 8-year-old girl, said, I hope I don't have any calories instead of cavities. And everyone laughed. And you know who else laughed? My siblings on the other side.
Yeah.
They heard me.
I mean, that's so pretty embarrassing. Yeah, that's
very
pretty embarrassing. Embarrassing for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
I would have laughed at you, not with you.
No, they did laugh at me.
Okay, great.
But anyway.
I want that to be
just
a traumatizing.
fun fact, traumatizing fact about me.
But dentistry and dentists in general, like visits, traumatizing.
They're kind of fun. They kind of give me ASMR. I'm like, yeah, just like, do whatever you want to me.
That's disgusting. The drill noise.
I don't know.
That's not a drill,
like
but
the feeling of, I don't know, someone's finger. I don't know. Okay. Leave me alone. Anyway.
Okay.
But that wasn't the jump
what
scare
was
part.
The jump scare
The jump
then?
scare part is
you had calories.
I need
That you had
a
calories.
Too many. I got referred to an oral surgeon.
It come to us.
Something needs to come out. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can come to us.
No.
We do oral surgery.
No, I don't just anywhere that you're at.
Well, I won't even be looking at you.
I wouldn't feel comfortable with your presence.
Why?
You have this aura.
I come in and I'm the one that has the drill.
Yeah, I'm like,
and the tools.
That would be my
right
jump
there.
scare. So, fun fact.
Get fucked up.
I might as well just say my jump scare for a couple months from now because
Your tooth
my-
getting extracted?
my appointment is on a Wednesday when we record. So
No.
that's going to be my jump scare for that day.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
So we already know deep in the future, we're not probably going to post an episode because Jessica got her tooth taken out. Okay.
All right. Anyway,
There we go.
that's me.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get into the movie. So like we mentioned in literally every episode,
What is it?
even since the beginning of time.
In the beginning of time.
The beginning of time.
I'm trying to think of the Bible. I don't know.
There will be
What? Say it.
spoilers.
Wow.
I'm gonna sing it, okay?
Don't ever do that again.
Okay. So don't say that we didn't warn you. Okay. So now to give a brief summary of the movie. A leisurely Mexican holiday takes a turn for the worse when a group of friends and a fellow tourist embark on a remote archaeological dig in the jungle where something evil lives among the ruins.
ruins.
A play on words. I love
Uh-huh.
that.
I love that.
Go ahead.
A little leisurely Mexican. Now listen.
Leisurely Mexican. That's like if they're saying lazy Mexican.
Can I just say?
And I take offense to that.
Me too. Can I just say that
Me too.
my leisurely Mexican holidays don't look anything like that?
Do
yours?
No.
No, because you know why?
Because it's white people stuff.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
We know not to mess with that shit.
Absolutely no. Because you know why? That's white people shit. Say it 2 times for the 2
White
time
people-
and a 3rd time.
That's
White people shit.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's going to be
Yeah.
the title of our new album.
In there, the soundtrack includes "Would You
You rather. Yeah.
and
And a few little
other little ones
Few,
that
few of our
will-
banters. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? All kinds of mixed in one.
not the Bee Gees."
Not the Bee Gees.
Yeah, iconic. Iconic. Anyway, now that we have that out of the way,
'Kay.
Monica,
Yes.
I know you yourself are ancient, just like the ruins.
You bitch.
So, what was your first impression watching this movie for the first time in, I don't know, probably 2008? It's a long time ago.
Okay.
I was 8 or 7. I don't know which one I was. I was
Wow.
either 7 or 8.
Wow. Wow.
Depends on when the movie came. Anyway, big 3, first impression watching this movie for the first time.
Yes.
Favorite scene.
Yes.
And guess what? We get some
We get some kills.
kills.
We get some kills in this movie.
So, what would you say?
And
are
I'm excited.
All of those favorite kill.
Okay.
and everything?
So, my first impression. I know I watched this movie when it first came out.
Damn.
Shut the hell up, first of all. Okay? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
However, I don't remember if I watched it in theaters or at home or who I watched it with. So I don't know why I'm under the impression that I watched it with my sister or my brother-in-law, but either way, I didn't watch it alone. And I feel like I watched it in theaters.
Maybe you did watch it alone, and it was just the plants mimicking either
Shut the
Eric
fuck
or Stephanie's
up.
voice.
Oh, that
and
is
that's why
scary.
you think it
Nope.
was them.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
All right.
Mm-mm.
I tried.
Now, either way, I remember when I did watch this for the first time, I wasn't all that impressed. I was like, man, a killer plant. Okay,
It's
whatever.
giving Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes, like I was like, okay, that's not really all that. However, I've come a long way. Because I watched it again last night, and I kind of liked it.
Wow.
Now, is it going to again make like my top 10? No. Is it going to make my top 15? Probably not. But I don't know. I think why I liked it is because I've read the book here.
Oh, she's smart.
Okay, she's
Ah,
studious.
She's studious.
Yes, and I was comparing a lot of the scenes and the whole movie really to the book. And let me tell you something. The movie is actually pretty identical to the book.
Wow.
And I know, if you're out there and you're like, well, the movie was boring.
Mm-hmm. That's me.
Me right there. Listen, which I feel like is a good thing still, even if you don't like. And I'm gonna go into my ratings here in a little bit, but I had a good time. I think what I like that there was gore. There was a hateful character. Okay. And overall, like a killer plant. I know it sounds stupid, but I don't know. I don't know if I were to be in that situation and feel sane in that regard. But I don't know.
Understood.
Overall, I didn't hate the movie. I think because I like the book and because the movie is identical to the book almost. I don't know. I just had a good time. I didn't try to overanalyze anything. I also think what helped me like this movie even more is the cast. I actually really love who's in this movie.
Understood.
Individually and, not gonna lie, together. So
And visually.
Visually, yes. Agreed. Now my favorite scene. So I like when Amy and Stacy go down into the well to find or to try to look for the phone that's ringing,
That's
and they
not
just
a real
find
phone.
out that the fucking plant has been mimicking the sound of a phone ringing.
That's scurry. I'd kill myself right there and then.
And that scene is in the book exactly as it's described, and it's exactly how I pictured it.
When did the book come out?
2007. So a year later,
Wow.
the movie came out.
That was quick.
I was gonna say they picked up on this one quick. They were
Wow.
like, "Let's go, pick it up, pick it up."
Goals.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought it was a good scene. I liked it. I like the realization that we get of Amy, like the camera's like slowly following Amy closely to like following, kind of looking at her direction and kind of seeing that she's looking at the plant, and then we see like the little red flower just like, then it's like waving its little antennas.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think it's so strange. And I feel like there is a plant like that out in the real world.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
I don't doubt scientifically
mean,
that there is something similar
parrots
in real life.
Wait, not parrots. Wait, what are the birds
that speak.
speak? Are they parrots? No, they're not parrots.
Parrots, some parrots I think speak.
Something like, yeah, sure. Yes, I'm sure it's I'm confusing parrots with another bird. But yeah.
Cockatoos. I think cockatoos. No, they sing. That's cute.
See, I don't fuck with birds, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, exactly. Okay, so now my favorite kill, we do get a few kills in this movie, which I thought they were all pretty good for kills for in a movie that's like not even B-list, if that makes sense. But I thought the kills were pretty good for what they were. As sad as it was, I kind of like Jeff's. Jeff's was the last kill that we get in the movie. He went down there carrying his girlfriend, who's pretending to be dead, knowing that he was just gonna die. He was basically just sacrificing himself so that Amy could run, which I hated Amy.
Oh my god.
And we're going to get into that. And even in the book, when I tell you the movie is so much like the book, and the way that he wrote Amy in the book made me hate Amy even more watching her in person. Yes. And she's very useless. And I did not like her as a character. But you know what? I thought it brought the story together. He does actually die differently in the book. So I like that this movie took a different turn into how he dies in this movie. It's a little similar, but it's not.
No.
So either way, I liked it. I thought it was a different approach, and I thought it was still good. It still gave the oomph of the story. So I liked it. But what about you?
My first impression, I watched this for the first time last week.
Mhm.
Spring break, so I had nothing to do. And I was like, and it was also thunderstorming. So I was like, perfect vibe, aesthetic to just go ahead and watch this movie. My initial thought, like literally the first 10 minutes into the movie, I had no idea. Like I literally just searched the movie up and I just clicked play. I didn't read anything. I didn't watch anything.
Mm-hmm.
My first initial thought was that it was going to be like a sort of tribe, like apocalypto type of movie.
Yeah.
And okay, I'm going to go ahead and say this, but I was really hoping that was the case because there's a scene in my mind of a movie that I watched way too young, probably in 2008 with my dad. I also watched very scary movies with my dad. And like, I don't know if either of you two can help me out. It's probably Apocalypto. I haven't watched that movie in a million years, but it's like they're in a tribe. Like there's like some people, right? And they chop someone's head off, and the head rolls down like a
Apocalypto.
slide. Is it really?
Apocalypto. Yeah.
Oh my god! Is it
Just-
really?
Yes.
Oh my god!
I watched that movie with my dad too.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
traumatized.
I was traumatized after Apocalypto. I think if I would have watched that a little bit older, I think I would have understood it a little bit more. But in my mind, I was like, they're just torturing the fuck out of these people.
Now I have to watch it.
Which is what they're doing, but regardless.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
See, I haven't
Apocalypto.
watched it since then, so
It's
okay.
Apocalypto.
Okay, good to know. Thank you.
So you thought you would get something similar?
Yeah, well, I thought that was going to be the movie.
Oh.
I thought it was going to be, I was like, finally, I found it. Because I kid you not, I literally watched it when it came out.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it was definitely not.
Yeah.
It was definitely not what I was thinking it was. My favorite scene, guess what? I'm in between two.
Oh,
Yeah.
we love.
What's new? The scene where Stacy and Matthias, or Matthias, whatever the fuck I pronounce his name in English, notice that the plants are growing inside of them. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah. And then they're like, they uncover Matthias, or what the fuck his name is?
Matthias.
Matthias. I'm just gonna, anyway. And there's just like things moving inside of him.
Oh, it's so disgusting.
Gross.
It's disgusting. I think something that this movie does well in that sense is it makes you grossed out
Yeah.
of like the thought of something crawling inside you and just squirming everywhere.
And
It's like a tapeworm. Disgusting.
Ew, oh
Parasites.
my God.
Yes,
I had a
exactly.
tapeworm, like,
Ew.
no, not me. But I had a scare.
Bold for you
No,
to
I
put that
had
out on the podcast.
No, I had a, what's the one that grows in your, is it a tapeworm? The one that grows on your skin?
Ringworm?
Ringworm. Oh my God, I had a ringworm scare like 2 years ago. It was terrifying. I was already working veterinary medicine and I hated it. But false alarm. Anyway, yes, I like that one. But honestly, I think the one that's gonna win this one is the one where Stacy and Amy go down the well to attempt to find Matthias's brother's phone, and they realize that it's just the plant mimicking the ringtone.
It's so
That's
good.
sick. It's honestly insane.
It's a sick concept.
It is.
And it's too cray-cray. What about your kill?
Okay, this one takes the bullet.
Oh, I see what you did there.
My favorite, Dimitri's. It's so like, okay, here's the thing. I noticed, again, I knew nothing about the movie or the book or the story in general, but I noticed that they focused in on him like stepping on the plant or the grass. And I was like, the fuck is that? You know, like that's a random, shot, right? Well,
Just to find
understood
out.
now. I feel bad because he was just trying to like help out and de-escalate the situation.
Yeah.
And then he gets a shot in the heart.
Yep,
And then he gets his brains blown out.
Yep, show did.
That was a jump scare.
It was kind of a jump scare. And then it was even more of a jump scare when they killed the kid. Because she threw the plant at him.
Yeah, I can't. Ooh.
I'm telling you. Okay, we're going to go
okay,
into that when
yeah.
we dissect the movie a little bit more. But I also fucking
But
hated
anyway,
Amy.
that's it for me. Dimitri's kill he was so cute too.
He was a cutie.
The cast was pretty cute.
Cast was great.
See,
That is exactly the scene that scares me.
Y'all know how I feel about psychological and gaslight type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if a plant gaslighted me, I would just go
If
ahead
a
and do
plant
myself
gaslighted you, that
do
is
myself a
so
favor
funny.
and kill myself.
I
You know
love
what's
that.
so funny? We keep talking about plants, and the only book that I can read is houseplants.
Houseplants.
Very fitting for
Imagine
this.
if like one day your houseplants just decided to attack you.
That's literally Little Shop of Horrors, I think.
Yes.
Yes, right?
Something similar.
I haven't watched it in a million years. But.
I love that. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into how much we hate Amy. She is so useless.
I can't, and I know, I'm sorry. I know that you mentioned this in your notes, but I can't stand the fact that this annoying ass bitch is the only one who survived.
Yep.
How is she the final girl?
Yep.
She did absolutely nothing to deserve the
This
final
just
girl.
goes to show that even if you are to blame for so many things, you can still be the last one standing.
She threw
I guess.
the plant at this poor little kid, and this kid got
Saying,
shot because of
why
her.
won't you help us?
This kid got shot because of her fucking dumbass.
Yep.
And then she's over here fucking taking pictures
Oh my God. She was the first one to step on the plant. So first the Mayans were trying to be like, please don't go over there. Obviously there's a language barrier, so no one can understand them. But they were like, please don't go over there, basically. Like, don't go that way. Don't go that way. Come back this way. Like, don't do that. And then because they were being scared and Amy just so vividly
She's like,
wanted to
"This
take
is a
photos.
Perfect time to take a picture.
Yeah.
You
She's like, I need a photo.
fucking bitch.
I need
Like,
a photo right now.
And Dimitri like grabs the photo from her.
Because he thought
the camera from
he
her.
thought that they wanted her camera,
Yeah.
but she was the first one to step on it. So then at that point, when the Mayans saw that, they were like, "Fuck that! You're already contaminated.
Yeah.
You have to stay over there. Like, don't you fucking come over here anymore." And then Dimitri tried to help because he was like, "Oh, they want her
want the
camera.
camera.
It's fine. Let me go grab it." And then boom, he did. And then just like from there, it just keeps going and going.
I can't.
There is a part, I think. No, I was gonna say I think she's also the reason why Matthias like breaks his back, but no, that's not technically her fault. But this whole thing started because of her.
Yes.
She also almost cheated on her boyfriend at the beginning of the movie, which what the fuck? He's such a cutie.
But I mean, understood.
What Matthias?
Hey,
No,
he kind of reminds me of my boo,
No.
Joe Anderson, which we'll get into the cast in a second.
Mm.
Joe Anderson kind of looks like my boo, Jasper Sillison.
Love.
But now, I'm sorry, now that we're on the topic of Joe Anderson, I do apologize. The worst German accent I've ever heard. Terrible.
I didn't want to shame him.
No,
but I
I'm
think
gonna
we
shame
have
him.
to. I was like, but I think we have to. It's
It's-
pretty shitty.
Who was the other accent that we recently made? Oh, Derek Shepherd. What's his name?
Derek Shepherd. It's Derek Shepherd.
Why am I blanking on his name?
I am also blanking on his name. I just know him as Derek Shepherd. Oh my gosh. Patrick Wilson. That's
No.
Patrick Wilson. Oh my God. No,
it's-
don't look it up.
no,
Don't look it up. No, you can't look it up. Oh, don't look it up.
Wait, okay, no. Okay, all I see is Dr.
Patrick
Shepherd.
Dempsey.
I knew it was Patrick. I knew it was Patrick.
I was like, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Was it Patrick that we were talking about in Thanksgiving?
Yes,
Yeah.
because he tried to have like a country.
No, it was like a Boston.
Oh, that's right. Like Boston Western. I don't know what kind of accent he was going for, but it was shitty. But yeah, so was his German accent in this movie.
They
And,
should have just kept his British accent.
Yeah.
I think he's British.
Not good.
Yeah. No, there was something else.
Shawn Ashmore,
Beautiful.
love.
And guess what?
Love him.
This is our second.
This is our second movie of him.
Second movie. With him.
King of early 2000s.
His
And
curly hair.
yes, he looks so cute in this
So
one. But so is Jonathan Tucker. I'm sorry, I just think he's such a little cutie.
He kind of reminds me of like an old professor that I had.
Interesting.
Or I feel like I can't say anything about him.
Well, I loved him in Texas Chainsaw, which you haven't
I
seen.
have not, but I did. I
He
was
is
looking
in
at
the
his
2006. He's in the 2006 Texas Chainsaw with Jessica Biel.
I was looking at
He's
his
so stinking cute.
I am DeBeetle.
I am DeBeetle.
And I did see that he was, and I was like, oh my god, that's
Yes,
so cool.
he's so stinking cute in that movie too. He plays like a little nerdy dude in that movie, and
I
he's
love
just
nerds.
so like, I'm just here.
Jay chillin'.
Yeah, and he dies.
Oh, thanks for the spoiler.
Were you gonna watch it anytime soon?
I mean, if we were gonna record it at one point, anyway.
Anyway, so I was watching this movie last night, and Mateo made a comment of like, "Why do we have to fall into that stereotype?" And then I was like, "Unfortunately, it's kind of true." Where the taxi driver was rejecting the group at first of taking them up to the ruins, and then
For $40, no, sir.
well,
I'm not-
yeah, and then he offered him $40, and he's like $40, and he's like, I take you.
I'm not risking my life for $40.
Well, and I was telling Mateo, and I was like, but listen, $40 in pesos,
Hey,
bitch,
you-
that's like 400 pesos.
You better add an extra zero on that dollar.
and make it worth my
$40.
time. But to be fair, he dropped them off like far as fuck, and he was like, bye.
That's true. That's
He's
true.
like, I'm taking
Understood.
me, my truck, and my $40
Mhm.
out of here.
Yeah.
I love that.
The scene where Stacy is like, also this scene is really cool, but the scene where she's like, I have to get this one out or whatever reminds me, guess
disgusting.
what? Guess of which movie?
Guess
Guess of which
We're
movie?
coming back.
Evil Dead Rise.
It kind of does though.
Right?
Oh yeah, I actually, you know what? If I had to choose a different scene that was actually my favorite, I actually love the scene where Eric is coming out of the tent and he sees like Stacy basically like opening herself up in all kinds of ways. So gross, and also the way he died was super sad.
Yeah,
it was very sad. But I like that scene because she looked very psycho and very crazy, but it's very valid.
Yeah.
She had just like pieces of this vine just like literally squirming all inside her. And then the one where they were drinking the tequila and then it like passes by her forehead. Disgusting. I don't know. There's something about parasites under skin. Gives me
it's like whenever we have a patient come in and they're like, oh, it's for like intestinal parasites. I'm not touching that shit. That's nasty. But yeah, great.
I love it. It's great. It's all great.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway.
Well, now that we're like gushing into the cast.
We are talking about the cast. Let's go ahead and mention them.
Love.
Of course, we've got the cutie Sean Ashmore as Eric.
Cutie.
Jenna Mallory as
Malone.
My bad. Malone. I had a little something on my laptop, so it looked like Mallory to me. Jenna Malone as Amy.
Which
annoying as hell.
I hated her character, and this is how I know she played it too good because that character is written the exact same way in the book, and I hated her in the book too. However, I love Jenna Malone, Queen, love her, Queen of early 2000s.
Jonathan Tucker as Jeff,
love him too.
Laura Ramsey as Stacy,
love her too.
Joe Anderson as Matias,
don't know him.
Matias. Sergio Calderon as lead Mayan.
He was the main dude yelling and shooting.
Dimitri Bavias as
Dimitri.
And Patricio Almeida. Rodriguez.
As the taxi driver who accepted $40.
Hey, you are putting a bad name on the Rodriguez man.
It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Personally, I wouldn't have taken the 40,
but that's just me.
Apparently my Theo would. So, anyway.
I love that.
Love that.
There's no signal. Really? Because if there was a signal on the road, you should be able to... No, I didn't get one.
What do you mean?
No, I mean, I never said...
Can you hear me now? What the fuck was
what
that?
What the fuck? It was a joke!
Tell them to stop! Please!
It was a joke. Men are dumb.
First of all,
why are you joking?
You dumb as hell.
In the beginning. In the first place.
Yeah.
Dumb as hell.
I love that.
Anyway.
100% true, though.
Now that we are close to the end, I think it's time we play a little game that both Monica and I like to call Would You Rather? Yeah!
Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop.
That's enough.
Okay, all right, moving on.
Anyway, so for this Would You Rather gets, bear with me. I always write a lot and then
summarize it.
I try to summarize
it.
Would you rather get stuck in the well and hear your loved one's voice coming from a dark shadow, but in reality, it's the plants mimicking their voice, or camp on top of the temple ruins, risking getting shot if you attempt to come down?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm dead either way.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you are dead.
Because, well, okay. So here's the thing: if I'm gonna camp, like if I know that my intentions are to camp at the top of that ruin, like, am I aware that the plants are what they are?
You are. You're in the position of like, of basically the group that we meet. Because for example, Matias's brother, I'm sure, didn't know about the plants. Like, he actually went out there to camp.
Mm-hmm.
But these people just like the group of 4 or 5 people that we see go up to the temple or whatever, or pyramid. I don't even know what to call it.
Yeah.
They I mean, at this point they know that the plants are deadly or whatever. So yeah,
because I was gonna say, like, if my intention is to go up there knowing what the plants are, what they are, and I'm going up there to camp, then I feel like I would pack accordingly, right? Like, knowing I'm going to be up there, I need to pack like X amount of food, X amount of like water for hydration, and like shit, maybe even take some shit to like study the damn plant or something. I don't know. However, once I'm up there, I can't come back down because the fucking Mayans are like, hell no, bitch.
Yeah.
You're up there. You're staying up there. However, I don't know. I don't like the thought of going down in a hole, like in a whale.
Yeah.
The whale, I feel like, freaks me out more. And I feel like it would make me go insane even more.
I was going to say, I don't like being gaslit. I'm very sensitive up there.
Girl, yeah.
I'm very sensitive up there.
Yeah.
So hearing my loved one's voice, thinking it's them, but really it's just a fucking plant, I'm dying.
Yeah, no. And if I'm camping at the top of that ruin, I'm going by myself and I'm not speaking a word. I'm not speaking a word. I'm not speaking a lick of English, no Spanish, no nothing. I'm just me by myself and like a little journal or something. But I think I'd rather do that. And I think I'd rather just die up there and then let the plant take me once I'm dead, because that's apparently what they do.
Yeah.
Then go down a well, because also like tight spaces, claustrophobia.
And it's
I think
dark,
I'm good.
especially at night.
It's dark.
I'm scared.
You think you hear Adri, but it's really not.
Wait, there's something else I wanted to mention.
Yes.
The prologue. No, is that what it's called? The first scene. The very first scene. Who is it? Is it Amy?
It's the girl. No, it's the girl that they find in the well. Remember who she finds the phone attached to?
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, it's her.
Okay, I see.
But even in the epilogue, because I think the prologue is before, the epilogue is as after.
Yes.
How Dimitri's friends went to go look for him, and then boom, they probably did.
They 100%.
They died.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my god, that's so sad.
You're so right.
Yeah.
See, all them little white girls look the same, so I don't know who it was. But okay. I see. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. See, and that's why I still thought within the first 10 minutes that it was going to be like that type of movie, because I was terrified. I didn't listen. If I would have known that it was a plant that did that to the girl at the beginning, I wouldn't have been so spooked. But I thought it was a human. I thought he was either a human being, an entity, or something else, and that's why I was extra spooked. But knowing now that it was a plant, I'm like, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you weren't fine.
Like, you weren't fine, but you'll be fine.
But you'll be fine. You know what I mean?
I
think that's just me telling myself I'll be fine. It's
that's
not
you
that
gaslighting
scary.
yourself.
It's not that scary.
Love.
Oh, I would also choose camping out.
Camping out. Yeah. Make it a moment.
Yeah.
And it's out in like Mexico and like can you imagine what the stars look like?
I know. The stars at night
Just laying there.
are big and bright.
Okay. Moving on.
Deep in the heart of Mexico. Let's go ahead and rate this movie before ending the episode. Now, this is a horror movie.
Is it?
I mean,
I think.
that's what the script says. That's what the script says.
All right.
And we also only cover horror movies.
That's so
Silly
true,
goose.
though. Oh my god, you're so right.
You silly goose.
You're so right.
Anyway, so we will have our two scales of satisfactory and scary.
Yup.
And as we say in every episode, just because a horror movie is good does not always mean it is scary, and vice versa.
True.
So, Monica,
I'm getting that tattooed on my neck.
why don't you start us off on your forehead, bro?
Oh, my forehead. No, that's too
Yeah.
long. I got to get it around my neck so it kind of looks wrap around like a collar.
What did you say you were gonna get tattooed?
Just because a horror movie
Movie's
is good doesn't mean
know-
it's scary, or vice versa.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's actually a pretty good idea.
Right? I'm actually gonna get that
Matching tattoos.
tattooed. Stay spooky. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I was watching a movie and the movie kept saying it was the Purge, either the second, I think it was the second or third Purge.
Mm-hmm.
And it kept, these characters kept saying, stay safe. And like, I kid you not, they repeated it like 8 or 10 times. And every time after they said stay safe, I said, and stay
spooky.
like every time. It was annoying.
I love that.
Sorry. Okay. Now, Monica, what would you rate this movie?
Thank you so much for asking. So my scary scale, I wrote down a 6, but I think I'm going to give it like a 5. And I'm giving credit where credit is due. I feel like we do get a good amount of gore. Okay. I think we get a good amount of gore. I think it's good in that sense. And say what you want. I think a killer plant that's that smart to be able to mimic voices and mimic noises in any sense is terrifying. And I would not want to be around that plant. And I think this is the reason why the universe gave me a brown thumb instead of a green thumb. I kill plants on accident.
Oh, me too.
I will try my best to water it as much as it needs to, show it love, and it dies the next day. So I think for that reason.
Yeah, I want to have a green thumb, but we're
No.
Mexican.
I got brown thumbs.
So
I don't
we
know what
got
to tell
brown
you, baby. No, I don't know. But also some Mexican people, like my mama, she could
That's actually
she
very
could
true.
spit at a plant and it would thrive.
That's actually very true.
Still. Girl, she would put my dad's leftover beer inside of its soil and it would be blooming. Blooming all crazy and nice. I don't know what it is. My mama could, I don't know.
I don't know. My grandma.
Like
Both of them. They didn't pass that down to me. So
I don't know.
anyway.
But anyway, and so I'm giving it a 5 because it's like it's scary. The concept is scary. The thought of being stuck and like not being able to get out and being isolated, quarantined and all that, terrifying in a place that you're not aware of and not knowing when you're going to be able to leave or someone's going to come and get you, whatever. And then the gore, I think it was good. Satisfactory, I'm giving it a good 7.5 out of 10. Again, I like this movie a lot. I would recommend for people to watch it just so that they can tell me they hate it. But I don't know, like I like it. I thought it was good. Now, again, is it like a cinematic masterpiece? Is it an A24 movie? No, it's not. But I thought it was good. I had a good time.
Good for you.
Yeah. I thought the little flowers on the plant were cute.
They were cute.
Yeah, they're a little cute moment.
They were cute.
But what about you?
4 out of 10 for scary. The beginning, the first scene where that girl gets snatched, I was terrified. But again, because I thought it was either a human being or an entity. Again, if I would have known it was a plant, I wouldn't have been too scared. And then scary. Yeah, I think, it definitely had a few jump scares. The scene where Stacy is trying to get the little wormy, not really. Wormies out, I guess.
It's so
is
disgusting.
a
Tiny as little vines.
Terrifying scene. The Mayans shooting the poor kid and Dimitri was traumatizing on itself. But overall, just like a 4 out of 5. 4 out of 10. Nathan crazy.
Okay.
Satisfactory. 5 out of 10. Personally, I thought it was a little underwhelming. I think this one's, I don't really have anything against it besides the fact that Amy was really fucking annoying.
I hated her.
But my sister, when I told her that we were covering this movie, she was like, "Oh, I want to watch it again." And I was like, "Okay, will I watch it with her? Probably not."
Probably not.
If it's playing and like if it just started playing somewhere, I will probably sit down and watch it, but I won't go through the effort to put it on and watch it. You know what I mean? So yeah, 5 out of 10. I feel kind of bad because I don't give a lot of movies under like a 7, but overall it wasn't really my vibe.
That's okay.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
If you didn't like it, you didn't vibe with it.
Yeah.
You're not going to vibe with everything.
Anyway, well, any last thoughts that are lingering in your mind or anything?
No.
Do y'all like our little decor?
Our little decor, we have the book and the movie.
And the movie. See, that's a good
We
color. I'm just kidding.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, great.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, I think this concludes this week's episode on the 2008 film The Ruins. As always, if today's episode intrigued you or you had fun listening or watching or whatever, and you haven't watched this movie quite yet, you can for free on Pluto TV, or you can rent it for about $3.99 and almost every streaming platform like YouTube, Google Play Movies, Apple TV, and Amazon TV. And of course, as always, thank you guys for joining us on this episode of Scream City. We appreciate you guys taking the time and I guess the energy. I don't know. I hope not too much energy to listen and be a part of our horror community. Your support means the world to us, always. And if you enjoyed this episode, please consider leaving a review or a comment or a like or whatever, or sharing it with your friends and family. And if you'd like to keep up with us, well, we will have our social media linked in the description below.
Yes, we seriously cannot thank you guys enough for all of your comments and your appreciation and everything. So please continue to blow up our heads.
Spook. Not in a Dimitri type of way.
No.
Speaking
No,
of
not in that way.
comments.
Love. Don't love.
No, do love.
Oh, we
I
love.
mean, maybe.
Oh.
We got 6 comments, all from the same person,
Oh.
on our The Nun 2 episode on YouTube. Can you guess who that person is?
You.
No.
Was it your sister?
It was me.
She hated me, didn't she?
She sure did.
She
Oh, and then you know which one you know which one hit the most
I love
for me?
her so much.
You know which one hit the most for me?
What'd she say?
She said, "You got Grandpa's birthday wrong."
Out of all that,
she had
to get you on that.
she put me on blast. She said, "You put
She said, "You don't even know our family." I don't.
I'm sorry, abuelito.
You should.
Anyway, yeah.
I'm dead. That is
Yeah,
so funny.
so-
No, agreed. But with that being said, if you like today's episode and you would like to join us in next week's episode, well, please do. Because we are covering a new movie, finally, that's actually in theaters now when you are listening to this, which is Immaculate 2024.
Starring and
Sweeney Todd. I love Sweeney Todd. She crazy.
Starring for sure, and I want to say directed too, because I read something and I probably read it incorrectly, but
Okay.
if I'm not mistaken, she was like shown the script and she was like, yeah, like I'm down, and then at the end of the day, either the production company or someone was like, we don't want to do it anymore, and so she bought the rights to the movie, and so she continued on with the movie. I could be 100% wrong, but I think it's something around that.
If that is true, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
so excited.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I know how, obviously, they're critics. They fucking watch the movie so much ahead of time. So the only thing that I'd never understand, and please someone explain this either in the comments or DM us or something, or if you know for some reason, when a new movie comes out, like there's like the ratings from critics are already on Google.
Mhm.
And so like right now when we're recording this, the movie's not out yet. When I saw the rating for it like last week, it was like at 100%, 90 something. Now it's at 74. And I know that when the movie comes out, that rating either goes up or it goes down based on like other people's critics,
Mhm.
which I know on Rotten Tomatoes, like they have like their website and people comment and like they write their reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. So I don't know if that helps or decreases or increases the rating of a movie.
I think it could be that, but I want to say that another thing that could be like a factor into it is like early screenings of just like regular schmegular people like us. And
Mhm.
sometimes in those really early, like months early screenings,
Mhm.
we get our phones taken and we get
Right.
given like a piece of paper or something like that
Yeah.
where you rate and mention everything that you liked and you didn't like or whatever.
Mhm.
So I want to say that might also play a factor into that. no idea.
No
That's
idea.
just my personal thing.
That makes sense. Yeah. So I don't know. But right now it's like at a 74, which I feel like is a little mid, but I feel like it's not a bad rating. I've seen tons of movies. Again, I also don't really trust critic ratings because I feel like they never get it right. So I'm not really going based off that. I'm just still excited. I'm excited to see it. I've only seen the trailer like once.
I haven't really seen the trailer.
And I was going to say don't because I don't remember it. I don't want to watch it.
I don't plan on it, but the premiere was kind of giving the Nun.
Yeah, it is
vibes.
given. I think that's kind of what the premise is for her too. Like she's
Yeah.
like in a
She's in a European country.
yes.
Literally, actually,
And I think she's a literal, like, I think she's trying to become a nun. She is a nun. Something of that sense.
literally the synopsis ready? Like you could copy and paste the synopsis into the Nun and it's the same thing. An American nun embarks on a new journey when she joins a remote convent in the Italian countryside. However, her warm welcome quickly turns into a living nightmare when she discovers her new home harbors a sinister secret and unspeakable horrors.
That's true. That is the nun.
Literally the Nun.
Now listen, whatever we don't get from the nun, maybe we can get from this movie. And a little of back and forth. So
And I half of me doesn't want to compare, but it's going to be hard.
yeah.
It's going to be hard not to.
I was gonna say, like, I feel like I've even watched a few movies on Shudder that are kind of in the same premise, where it's like a nun in like a orphanage or in a like school with like a bunch of girls and stuff, and it's kind of the same thing, but it actually turns out to be really good. So I don't want to knock it. Again, I've only seen the trailer once. What I have seen, it's pretty okay. So I'm going to go in with like no expectations because I don't want to be too disappointed. But, you know, horror these days.
I've heard a little
We'll
too many
see.
good things about it. So
that makes me think it's probably not going to be that great.
suspicious.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they're all
So-
bought. They're all bought like not sponsors, but bought like promoters or something. I don't know.
Exactly.
We'll see. We'll
but
see.
either way, I'm excited. We're going to go watch it and then we will let you know our thoughts and prayers.
I was literally going to say prayer.
Love.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, Monica, I have a question for you before we end this episode.
Yes.
Do you think this week's movie was a movie?
Personally.
Oh, God. Capital P.
Capital 2 P's. Personally, I thought it was a movie. Listen, did I think it was a movie? No. But I don't think that it was just like it was a movie. For me, like it was a movie. Like I'd watch this again. I enjoyed it.
You would go through the efforts and energy to
I
play
would.
this.
I would actually. Yeah, it's not that bad of a movie. But if we were to ask you,
Oh, you're gonna ask me? Okay.
No, I'm not. So we're gonna go ahead and. Just kidding. Did you think this week's movie was a movie?
You know, funny story. I was thinking about this question as I was driving over here, and I'm gonna plead the fifth. Is it the fifth? Is it
Plead the fifth, where you
I'm
shut the
gonna
hell
plead
up.
the fifth. No.
Why? No. Don't bite your tongue.
Okay, I won't bite my tongue.
This
I'ma
movie
let it out.
bulky sucked ass.
No, I don't think this movie sucked ass, but I didn't.
I think it has some key elements, but it's not the greatest movie.
Yeah, that's all I'll say.
You didn't even say
Exactly.
that. I said that.
Exactly. Exactly. Anyway, well, there you have
Any
it.
hoozles.
Monica thinks it was a movie.
Yes. I thought it was okay.
All right.
I
Well,
liked it.
there you guys have
Yay.
it. Thanks again for listening and joining us and all that good stuff. We will talk to you guys next week. And as always, we've been your hosts, Jess.
Monica.
Stay safe
And stay spooky.
Oh my god. It's okay. It's okay. I just have to get this one out. Okay.
Oof, that was scary. I can't wait to come back next week.
Bye.